Hello YouTubers, this is the Scribe and thank you for watching this YouTube video. Right, just let me have a little slurp of some wine and we'll get to the video. Let's talk about Elon Musk. There's something about him that's been bothering me for a number of years, and I do not believe he is the saviour that everybody seems to think he actually is. Many people saying that he's trying to help free speech, and a part of me thinks, well, this is just wishful thinking. There is somebody who is still banned online on Twitter, and many people have been banned from Twitter on a number of different occasions since he's actually been on and running the show. So he's obviously not completely stopping these bannings, and many of it's just politically motivated, or sometimes of course mistakes can actually happen, but he is running the show, and you could say, well, if it's politically motivated then they shouldn't get banned, and that would be the new algorithm for those sites. Another thing is, he says one thing and yet does another. So he is saying that, AI is terrible and, he fears it, while simultaneously developing it and saying that not only should we have AI come about, but we should also implement it into humans, like into your head. And they're also working on how to read minds. So if these AIs are being implanted into your head eventually, which is something he's actually aiming for, what could end up happening is you could be in trouble for the basic things that's going on in your head. And I know a lot of fucking shit is going on in many people's heads. I mean, do you know how many times I've killed people in my head? It's just utterly unbelievable. I've mowed people down with steamrollers. I've chopped people up. not literally, but on the mind. The mind's done it many times. I mean, you see some people very annoying, or some nasty people about, and you just think your head goes off, and then suddenly you're chipping your head. The police come and say this person, he's thinking some weird shit. I do think that the mind is the only thing that should not be read. I mean, it should be illegal to actually try to force anything within that, right? It shouldn't be illegal to, it's illegal to actual act on the impulses that's going on in your heads, of course, because sometimes it can be very, very bad with many people, but it shouldn't be illegal for something that's happening inside your head. And that's the problem with these AIs and stuff like that. Also, if they're implanted in your head, it's surveillance 24/7. I mean, you can't avoid it, and it's also complete control. And it's also your own. It's not also your own personal space, but the only thing that's ever really belonged to you is you, right? So the only thing that's ever belonged to you is yourself. And to put something inside you that would actually be trying to do all the thinking, as he says, would be a terrible thing for humanity. It's just something you don't want to do. Yet his company and himself is developing it. So he's saying he's scared of AI, while simultaneously actually making damn sure it's as bad as it could possibly be. That's something we don't want. Another thing is, while I actually think he's got some good stuff going for him, I mean, I do appreciate these Tesla cars, which I don't think are as bad as what people actually say, and I do like the idea of new technology, but just because you like what somebody says, I mean, doesn't mean you can 100% trust them. Just because somebody says something good, like on Twitter, and they're in a high position, people seem to think that this person's coming to save them, or has so much power that they're coming to save them. Elon Musk isn't your saviour. He just isn't. Um, all he's doing is saying free speech should exist, and then simultaneously preventing it. So, I mean, for Alex Jones should really be reinstated on Twitter. Even though I don't agree with everything he's done. I mean, that the Sandy Hook thing was terrible. He shouldn't have done that. There's a few other things, but he's crazy enough, and I think crazy should be allowed, especially online, because at least then it's funny. Um, yeah, so it's something for you guys to think about. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think he's coming as the next Jesus Christ? I mean, is he coming to save everybody? Because I don't believe for 1 second that this person is anything other than a Trojan horse. And you know what the Trojan horse is, don't you? It disguises itself as something good and useful for you, and really it's going to fuck you on the ass eventually. It's going to destroy you. Is business. I mean, the space thing is very interesting, but everything he's doing it's questionable, except for the Tesla cars. And we'll get to that in another video. But thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.